Welcome everyone to this special MCQ series on UGC NET English Literature. This series is designed strictly according to the official UGC syllabus, with high-level, PYQ-based, and concept-trap questions that help you think like a NET examiner. Here, we don't just revise literature, we decode it, challenge it, and master it. First question. Which of the following correctly identifies the relationship between Mulk Raj Anand and the Progressive Writers movement? A. He opposed its emphasis on social reform. B. He was one of its prominent early members and associated with its formation in London. C. He joined the movement only after Indian independence. D. He founded the movement exclusively as a political organization. The right answer is option B. Mulk Raj Anand was closely associated with the formation of the Progressive Writers movement in London in the 1930s. Next question. Which literary figure wrote the foreword to Mulk Raj Anand's Untouchable, helping establish the novel's literary reputation in Britain? A. E. M. Forster, B. George Orwell, C. Virginia Woolf, D. D. H. Lawrence. The right answer is option A. E. M. Forster wrote the influential foreword to Untouchable. Next question. Which of the following best explains the significance of the title Untouchable? A. It refers only to religious ritual. B. It foregrounds the caste-based social status imposed upon Bakha. C. It describes the British ruling class. D. It refers to the Indian aristocracy. The right answer is option B. The title directly refers to the caste status imposed upon Bakha and exposes the dehumanizing structure of untouchability. Next question. Which sequence correctly represents the major stages of Munu's life in Coolie? A. Village childhood employment in urban household mill labor hill station. B. Mill labor village childhood military service plantation. C. Hill station village childhood mill labor Europe. D. Village childhood military service plantation mill labor. The right answer is option A. Munu moves from his impoverished village childhood through domestic employment and mill work before reaching the hill station, where his life ends tragically. Next question. In Two Leaves and a Bud, the exploitation of Indian plantation laborers is represented primarily through A. Religious conflict. B. Colonial capitalism and racial hierarchy. C. Aristocratic rivalry. D. Linguistic nationalism. The right answer is option B. The novel exposes the economic exploitation and racial discrimination operating within the colonial plantation system. Next question. Which character is associated with Two Leaves and a Bud? A. Gangu, B. Bakha, C. Munu, D. Ananta. The right answer is option A. Gangu is the central Indian laborer in Two Leaves and a Bud. Next question. Which of the following is the most appropriate description of Across the Black Waters? A. A domestic comedy concerning an Indian middle-class family. B. A fictional account of Indian soldiers experiencing World War I in Europe. C. An autobiographical account of Anand's childhood. D. A political novel about the Indian princely states. The right answer is option B. The novel examines the experiences of Indian soldiers who are sent to the European battlefields during World War I. Next question. The phrase Black Waters in the title Across the Black Waters primarily evokes A. The Atlantic crossing undertaken by Indian soldiers. B. The crossing of the sea from India to Europe. C. The underground rivers of Europe. D. The monsoon floods of Punjab. The right answer is option B. The title evokes the sea voyage from colonial India to Europe, symbolizing the soldiers' passage into an unfamiliar world of war. Next question. Which novel by Mulk Raj Anand deals most directly with the transformation of the Indian village under the pressures of colonialism and changing social relations? A. The Village. B. The Big Heart. C. The Road. D. Morning Face. The right answer is option A. The Village explores rural society, generational conflict, colonial influence, and the desire for social and personal transformation. Next question. Which of the following novels belongs to Anand's Village trilogy? A. Coolie. B. The Private Life of an Indian Prince. C. Across the Black Waters. D. The Big Heart. The right answer is option C. Across the Black Waters is the second novel of the Village trilogy, following The Village and preceding The Sword and the Sickle. Next question. Which novel is most closely associated with the conflict between handicraft and mechanized industry? A. The Village. B. The Big Heart. C. Coolie. D. The Road. The right answer is option B. The Big Heart examines the social consequences of industrialization for traditional craftsmen. Next question. Which of the following best characterizes The Sword and the Sickle? A. A purely autobiographical narrative. B. A continuation of the Village trilogy with emphasis on agrarian and political struggles. C. A romance set in colonial Bombay. D. A psychological novel about an Indian prince. The right answer is option B. The Sword and the Sickle concludes the Village trilogy and expands its concerns toward agrarian politics, class conflict, and revolutionary ideas. Next question. Which work marks Anand's movement from childhood autobiography toward a broader account of his intellectual and emotional development? A. 7 Summers, B. The Road, C. The Private Life of an Indian Prince, D. 2 Leaves and a Bud. The right answer is option A. 7 Summers begins Anand's autobiographical sequence, recounting his childhood and formative years. Next question. Which statement best distinguishes Anand's treatment of caste from a merely descriptive social novel? A. He presents caste only as an abstract philosophical problem. B. He connects caste hierarchy with everyday humiliation, labor, poverty, and human dignity. C. He treats caste primarily as a historical institution with no contemporary relevance. D. He avoids giving oppressed characters an individual voice. The right answer is option B. Anand links caste oppression with lived experience, economic exploitation, social exclusion, and the struggle for human dignity. Next question. Which of the following represents a major feature of Anand's humanism? A. Complete rejection of social reform, B. Sympathy for marginalized individuals combined with criticism of oppressive institutions, C. Celebration of colonial authority, D. Preference for aristocratic protagonists. The right answer is option B. Anand's humanism emerges through sympathy for oppressed individuals and his sustained criticism of caste, poverty, colonialism, and exploitation. Next question. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? A. Bakha, Untouchable, B. Munu, Coolie, C. Gangu, 2 Leaves and a Bud, D. Ananta, The Private Life of an Indian Prince. The right answer is option D. Ananta is the protagonist of The Big Heart, whereas The Private Life of an Indian Prince centers on the fictional prince.